Hi, and welcome to Quiet Desperation. Today is 11/22/22, and Echo Lloyd has been missing for 2 years and 6 months, 922 days. I think it's time to bring Echo home. And today I just wanted to post a quick video just to continue to put Echo's name out there and bring awareness that she's still out there. And there has been no movement in her case in a very, very long time. Law enforcement has had no updates on Echo Lloyd since December of 2020. That is a travesty. So I'm here to encourage you. You came here in order to hear something about Echo Lloyd. So I want to encourage you to continue to call Ellie, to write emails. Continue and don't stop. Let's keep the flame lit under the bummies of Ellie. And in the description, I will put all the contact information. So, there you go. So I just wanted to, there's a few thoughts that have been ruminating in my mind lately, mostly about the neighbor. And I have a video, an earlier video in here, where I talk in depth about the neighbor and all that entails. But I've just recently heard some other YouTube creators talk about Echo, and it just stirred up my mind again. So I'm just here to share just a few things that are kind of disturbing, and just to pique your interest in the fact that this neighbor, in my opinion, should be the person of interest in her disappearance. Anyway, 2 weeks before Echo disappeared, she had a conversation with Kelsey and told Kelsey, her daughter, she was frightened of this neighbor. And Kelsey was also very concerned and did not want her mom to be alone. And I believe she asked her mom to come and stay with her. And being the strong and independent woman Echo was, she told Kelsey, no, I can handle this. I can handle it. So, anyway, the other thing that I've heard over the last year, a couple of times that I'm like, this is BS, is that Echo just walked away. She just left her home, her life, her children, and just disappeared. Well, Echo moved to her home to start a new life. That home was to be a place where she discovered herself and created art, and she was remodeling her home and creating a haven and a safe place for her. So, the other thing is, Echo's purse was found in her bedroom. And in her purse was her wallet, money, ID, and her car's in the driveway. Well, okay. So, a little hard to disappear when there's no activity in your bank, from Mother's Day on, and your ID is found in your purse. So let's just put that idea to rest. We know that that is a load of bollocks, and yeah, I'm not going to entertain that theory any longer. So there was also a financial forensics audit on Echo's bank account, and what was found is that there's evidence that points to the neighbor. I don't know what that means. Maybe he had access to her bank account. But anyway, they found evidence that points to the neighbor. So just let that sit for a while. On May 15th, Kelsey asked the neighbor for her mom's keys to get into her house. She had been to her mother's house that day and couldn't get in. The doors were locked, and she was very concerned and desperate to find her mom. And the neighbor told her that Echo had been to his house the week before, asked for the keys, he gave them to her, and Echo said, "I want to be left alone." Okay. 2 weeks after Echo disappeared, the neighbor's grandfather was found on the kitchen floor. Now, the neighbor lived with his grandfather. The grandfather had been lying there with a broken back for 3 days, and he died the next day. So they did a search of the grandfather's house, and in the basement they found multiple items that belonged to Echo, including her meds and the keys. By the way, the grandfather, his back wasn't just broken, it was snapped in two. You don't just fall and break your back, or I should say fall and snap your back. That has to take some pretty heavy-duty force to snap a person's back. And where was this neighbor for the 3 days the grandfather laid on the kitchen floor? Let's put that egg in the basket too of suspicious behavior. So in September, I read a comment from Kelsey that she left in another channel when they had talked about her mom. And I just want to share a few things that she left in the comment. One of them was the GoFundMe was going to be used to find, the GoFundMe was going to be used for a private investigator. Pardon me. I think that is a very strategic and very smart move. And hopefully it will be a private investigator, an outside source who is extremely experienced in finding evidence and facts. The other thing is the sheriff directly told Kelsey that Echo's gun was placed in the yard. And the gun was found behind Echo's house. Not in the front yard, but behind it. I don't know how far away from her house, but it was placed there. Very suspicious. So Ellie, I feel, has made a lot of faux pas in their investigation for Echo. And I agree with Kelsey. She's very frustrated, as she should be. And I just want to read a few of Kelsey's words. Ellie had not one good reason to tell me, Kelsey, to be silent, to tell me not to ask for help. Why wait 4 months to ask MSHP to step in? Why no canine searches? Or why was Texas Echo Search denied twice to come and search for Echo? Now, let me just add, I'm not sure what exactly that means, but I know that Echo Search cannot come into an area and search unless they are invited by law enforcement. Law enforcement needs their help in some way, so they ask Echo Search to come and do their thing, and they're exceptional at it. Why would Ellie deny that twice? I'm going to continue on with Kelsey's words. There are 12,480 acres of land that abuts my mother's property. They have never been searched. That was an area that the neighbor and Echo were seen going to in and out of the gates. Now, the neighbor had the code to the gate to unlock them, and he got that code from a former employee. See, that's a little suspicious too. Anyway, Kelsey continues. The neighbor was forcing Echo to go hunting for mushrooms and antlers in Forbes, but they won't give permission to search this 12,400 acres. Why? I agree with you, Kelsey. Why? This is a missing woman. It's ridiculous. Why is Ellie turning everyone that is vetted in missing persons cases away? Why? I agree. Why, Ellie? Why have you dropped the ball in so many different ways in the search to find Echo Lloyd? So let's bring Echo home. Let's get justice for Echo Lloyd. In my videos, earlier videos in here, my channel, I talk in depth about the neighbor. And so hopefully you will go and watch those. Anyway, I wonder why he is not a person of interest. There has been so much evidence of nefarious behavior on his part concerning Echo. Echo only lived on that property for 6 months before she disappeared. And that neighbor really had a lot of control over her. Anyway, go listen to my other videos. That's all I have for now. And I just want to say I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to continue to support Kelsey 100%. She needs us. She needs our help. She needs us to speak up and continue to fight for Echo and not give up until she's found and until there is justice. And with that, I will say, have a blessed Thanksgiving. God bless you, and be well.